I have a question for everyone. Besides your own deaths, who do you think is the saddest?
Well, both of these two guys was very sad, you know. I mean, when I got the call about this guy, and I was new on the scene when I got the call about this guy, and I was very disappointed, very upset, and hurt by it, because like I said, you become a family really quickly. So, you know, I was upset because I didn't get as much time to share with him as I would have liked. And with this guy, I was torn up. I was already gone, and I was torn up when I found out about this guy too. So, yeah, these two were very hard.
I will say this, that of course, like we already said once, these two alone, and there have been others, those people that we love and care about, when they go, it touches us. But I'll put my friend on the spot. We're all kind of friends. But I called this gentleman when I saw what happened with him. And I told him, I said that was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen him do in his career. And of course I love Carrick's Tyree, so yeah, I mean, it's a lot of sadness for all of them, but I was glad to see how my brother did it. And he did it well. I hope he did.
You know, each one of the deaths, when you go back to the first season, and a lot of the people, the cast members from the first season are gone now. But with each one of their deaths, the surviving cast members or the new ones that come in walk on their shoulders. And everyone that's there now is walking on the other cast members that are not here, that preceded us, and the cast members at this table that they walk on our shoulders. And someday someone will be walking on theirs.
This is for Scott and Chad. Since you guys were like the moral compass for the group, if you were still alive, do you think Rick would be doing what he's doing in Alexandria, like trying to take over for everybody?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I would just continue to be that voice of reason and continue to try to keep the wheels turning in his head, you know, towards a more peaceful, balanced approach. Yeah, I mean, I could see myself there, but yeah, I would be there just as that voice of reason. I would still be that, and Rick would still. You have to have conflict, you know. So, hey, I'm sure you know he's not going to make a 180 on who he is. So, yeah, we just still probably try to be bumping heads. And you know, for me, it was always as I told him, it's like, dude, I don't dislike you. We like each other. We just have a different ideology in the way we see the world. Doesn't mean I'm mad at you. So I would have been interested and all in on continuing to have those types of dialogues with him to continue to help shape his evolution.
Scott, what do you think?
I'm not sure what I don't agree with him. I mean, it's you know, but that's the wonderful thing about Rick in the show. He goes through a lot of, he has a roller coaster ride. He lost his wife, and he's lost a lot in the show. He's lost his best friend. He helped kill him along with his son. After his son after Shane became the walker. So he goes through a lot, and he's called on to do a lot, and sometimes, you know, people help bring him into a different zone. If it's right or wrong, it's the zone he's in. So, and I think that's one of the things that makes the show interesting is seeing which zone he's in.
And if he was still around, how do you think he would have dealt with Beth's death when it seemingly came out of nowhere?
You mean me personally? I would have been upset.
Go for it. But you know, it's the baby of the family. Is there something like special connection? Is there something else that you've seen Herschel? Would he turn a corner and maybe been a little bit more of a hard case after that kind of a death? Or is he staying even keeled and accepting it as all the other deaths, even though it's his daughter?
You know, I think art quite often imitates life. Or you're not doing something so different with most roles as that would make you think it was in a lifelike situation. He would respond the way that most people would respond if they lost a loved one. He would react in his own, you know, the way he's wired, what would be called on for him to do. But I don't know. I didn't have to deal with it, so I didn't have to think about it much.
Brianna, who we have over here?
This is Cammie with a question for the group.
Do you guys think they will ever find a cure?
I don't know. I hope so.
All right, Jan? Oh, that's all right.
This is Jody.
I got a question for the group, I guess. You're all here because you died, obviously. So, not like that. The question is, Chad, you touched on this a little bit before. You said that you were called into the office or whatever, and they told you your character was going to die. So I'm curious to know how the rest of you found out you were going to die, and then how soon after that you were shooting your death scene, and if there was any kind of emotions that went to that scene. Okay.
Well, I'll go first because it was rather quick in a way. For me, I love the show. I've said that already. When I found out what was going to happen, I was hurt because I didn't want to go. It was a great show, and everybody was really cool and embraced me. So it took me a little while. I won't lie. It took me a little while to get over it, but I was just at the end of the day, like Chad was saying earlier, so glad to be a part of it, though. So that I had that experience, and I'm never take that away from me. But it hurt.
He doesn't want to. I'm gonna give you a little inside scoop of what happened. This is how crazy it was. At that time, the showrunner was Glenn Mazzaro. Now, me and this guy right here, we did theater together in Atlanta. Hung out together in LA. He's really my friend. So we thought there was going to be an opportunity for him and I to be buddies in the following, in season 4. And Glenn said that, and then he went back and switched the whole thing up and killed him. we literally went from elation to like pretty much flat on our face, like damn. Because we were so excited that we were going to be able to really work together. So I just gave you a little inside scoop on that. That's what happened.